Okay, so basically the idea I had for this was I was going through TikTok and I found a song that was like pretty fun. It was Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles, but it was like remixed with like another song. So I thought like the contrast was like pretty fun. So the idea I had was like the first scene will be like a guy. So this guy in a gray shirt, me, asking a donor recruiter, like who are the most needed donors currently? Who are you looking to recruit? And then the second seat, when the song switches, is going to be a donor recruiter, acted out by me again. But he would basically talk about the most needed demographics. So that's the idea I had. So here we go. And then I'm going back to my room to switch my outfit. Hi, baby, do you wanna be mine? Maybe we can see the seaside. Wanna kick it with you. So that literally took me like 2 minutes. And now I'm just gonna add the text. So that will be right here at the bottom corner. So you see sounds, effects, text, and stickers. I just click text and add all the text that I need. And this includes like, I like to put all the texts on the screen at once, and it gets really messy, but it's good to kind of like list it all out that way and then organize it later. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Hi, baby, do you wanna be mine? Maybe we can see the seaside. Wanna kick it. So yeah, like saying hey, that's like the first line, and then that's my next question. So who exactly are you looking to recruit? Um, and then I also like to add descriptions about like what each person represents. So those are the two descriptions, like random person and cool donor recruiter. And then these are all like the rest of the dialogues that I'm just writing out as text. And it's all messy on this screen. It's kind of all over the place now, but let me just pause right there. It's super messy, but once you click on one, once you're done, you click on one of the text boxes and you hold it. There's an option called set duration. And from there on, you click set duration and you're able to kind of organize these texts. Like you can choose how long each text will last on the screen. So you can make like half of these texts last for like the first 5 seconds for the first scene, and then the other half on for the remaining video. So you can organize them that way. And here I'm just sort of changing the style of the text so that it's more easily readable by other people. And I like to do that for like these titles or like these descriptions of people, because I want people to understand like exactly who each person represents. And then even for the rest of these, oh, and here, what I'm doing is basically, I'm saying like male donors are preferred because they're safer for stem cell recipients, but I thought that phrase was kind of wordy, so and it was kind of difficult to understand, I guess. So I just switched it to a safer option for patients. And here I'm just like changing the font styles for the rest of the dialogues, just so that they're more easily read by people. Here I'm just deleting the description for why ethnically diverse people are important, but I'm gonna add that in a separate color later on. And then obviously you have to like make sure that each uh, text appears at the right time and the right timing. As soon as I point on the right side of the screen, this text will pop up, and the left side, the next one will pop up. So this is the description I'm adding. This is the reason why ethnically diverse donors are important. And to highlight that, I'm going to use a yellow text and then just put it right below the ethnically diverse point. And then I'm obviously going to follow that up with the duration. And here I'm done. So this is like the final screen you'll get to once you're done your draft. And there's lots of things you can do here. You can type in the title. So oh. Well, I'll just show you like a preview first, I guess, of the
Baby, do you wanna be mine? Maybe we can see the seaside. Wanna kick it with you.
So yeah, I wouldn't say that's like a masterpiece or anything, but it literally took me 10 minutes to make a TikTok like that. And like the possibilities are literally endless because, you know, like it all depends on like who you set up as like this actor one and actor two. Actor one could have been a person who identifies as gay and um, a person who's gay and asks the donor recruiter, are gay men allowed to donate? And then the next scene could be the donor recruiter saying, oh, actually in Canada, gay men are eligible to become stem cell donors without deferral. So it all depends on what kind of text you have, what kind of ideas you have. And so here I'm just adding the title and then some hashtags, of course. And I don't know if you caught that, but after I'm done just writing all that, I didn't click post. I actually clicked drafts at the bottom left. What that allows you to do is it it gets added onto your, like your draft library. So I have 4 drafts. That was like the 4th draft that I just added. And you can always go back to your drafts to continue editing stuff. So I'm going to click it again. And I'm going to click my draft that I just saved. And then go back and edit the same video. So this is a screen recording. Like I recorded myself creating this TikTok, and you would pretty much do the same thing when, if you're part of the TikTok committee or the TikTok group chat that we made on Facebook, you would follow the same process, record yourself, not the whole process, but like the final draft that you have, and share it to the group, and we can give feedback as to, oh, maybe you shouldn't add this description. Oh, maybe it's better to like replace it with this one. Maybe you can make the fonts bigger, etc. There's like lots of things to comment on. And right now, like this is the first time I'm showing this to anybody. I just made this like a few days ago, so I'm sure all of you may have things to comment on. But it was just to kind of show you the basics of how TikToks are made. And because I know that the TikToks are best optimized when people discuss together, I do want to encourage a lot of you who are interested in making TikToks to be part of that committee. And the next video that I'm gonna share is basically a tutorial for a second TikTok that I made like just this morning. Let's see. Yep, and this one was based on Susan's story, the one that Warren and Gabriel shared earlier for the Saving Lives Pride campaign. This video basically I thought was good for a campaign video. So campaign videos, I like to use a series of photos, and I like to call them slideshows. So like if you have like 6 or 7 photos from the Why We Swab story, or you have access to that, you can basically create a slideshow of it and then just add text. So there's no special effects, there's no gimmicks, there's no cool transitions you're using. It's just a storytelling kind of a video. And I think these are really convenient to make, and they're also very powerful. So I decided to just make one. This one took even shorter than the other video. It was like less than 10 minutes. And I guess we'll get started. So that was just the main screen when you hit film, and bottom left corner, there's effects. I use a green screen. That's this one right here. And green screen allows you to select a photo and just kind of use that photo as a background. And here I'm just picking a song. And like picking a song is kind of an interesting part too, because you have to like browse for the right song on TikTok that kind of fits the theme of the video you're making. So I would, for each photo, I would record a few seconds. And I haven't shown it here yet, but I did have kind of like a script, or I did have texts that I wanted to write into each of these segments. And I kind of decided how long I'm going to shoot for each clip based on the size of the script or the size of the text that I had. And so these are all photos from the story from Susan. Good. So I have the background and all the music set up, and now I'm just here to add the text that I had ready. The text I basically organize in a way that's concise enough, but also enough to tell the story and what exactly happened and how the donor that she found happened to be a life-saving donor who was a gay man. And so, like I did with the last video, I'm just writing out all the text that I need for this video. It's going to get a bit jumbled up, but we can organize that later by clicking it and then setting up the time frame for each text. And so this is pretty much the same process as the one before. I'm just kind of like organizing them based on the duration I want them to last on the screen. And then here I'm just kind of playing around with the font just for style. And I decided to go with this because it was really easy to read. And so I will show you the final product I have right now, but this is by no means the one I'm going to publish. None of this have been ever published before I made it. This is a draft that I'm willing to share to the committee and the group for discussion and for feedback. So here is what I have so far. Oh, sorry, that was still the editing process. So yeah, I guess something like this could be the latest resource that could be added to the Saving Lives of Pride campaign. And who knows, like a TikTok that you make about recruiting stem cell donors could be an addition to many of our upcoming campaigns as well. So I want to invite everyone to try out this amazing app. There's millions and millions of special features and filters that you can use, and millions more of music. And then on top of that, like there's all the ideas you have. So really the sky's the limit with how creative you can get with TikTok. So yeah, I guess I'll just end with that.
Thank you so much, Brady. That was high yield. I have a few comments. First, those training videos are outstanding and should be added to the website. Can we add them, Michelle, to the training tab of the website so that folks can access what's nice about them is you show what you're doing, you build the TikToks in real time. And so for those that are more TikTok naive, let's say, don't have the skill set, you can see what you're doing and then they can emulate. That's my first comment. The second comment is, wow, that last TikTok especially, really powerful. And I feel myself cheering up, just the music and the videos and the text, very good. So that should definitely be part of our campaign. We should add it for sure. And for those that want to add materials to the campaign, I ask you not to just make something and then add it to the campaign immediately, but to send it for review because and send it to me for review because I'm leading this Saving Lives with Pride campaign, because it's very easy to, in terms of messaging, in terms of phrasing, to make a misstep. And so so that's partly I can connect with the Equity, Diversity, Inclusion Committee that Sylvia's leading up, but also we have focus groups of gay, bi, and queer men who can review such content. And so we can tap into in our networks and so on. So I think that's very key before just making something and adding it. That being said, we want to tap into everyone's creativity, and I think the resources that we have are very high quality. We can always have more. And so really phenomenal stuff.